This is a focus leader. Do your movies look like this? Do your soundtracks sound like this? Or like this? And so you need this. A focus leader. First, set your lens so that these lines are sharp and clear on all parts of the screen. Now, set the volume control on your projector. The sound level should be adjusted until my voice can be clearly understood in all sections of the room. You are now ready to participate in another Pan American travel adventure.
We know them so well, these British. Or do we now? Look again. It takes all kinds.
Himself has said it, and it's greatly to his credit that he is an Englishman. That he is an Englishman. Or he might have been a Russian, a French or Turk or Prussian, or perhaps Italian. But in spite of all temptations to belong to other nations, he remains an Englishman. He remains an Englishman.
All kinds. And all as native to the British air as the scent of honeysuckle, hay, or roses. So many Britons. Which is the one? This?
This royal throne of kings. This sceptred isle. This earth of majesty. This seat of Mars. This other Eden, demi-paradise. This fortress, built by nature for herself, against infection and the hand of war. This happy breed of men. This little world. This precious stone set in the silver sea. This blessed plot. This earth. This realm.
An island, this Britain. Shakespeare called it a fortress. Its traditional defense against the hand of war, wooden walls. Ships like Admiral Nelson's Victory. Another defense, a breed of men summed up in 9 words.
England expects that every man will do his duty.
An island breed, happiest at sea. At Cowes on the Isle of Wight, there's a solid week of sailing for the descendants of those who manned the wooden walls. It's the home of the Royal Yacht Squadron. You might even catch a glimpse of royalty a sailing.
Is the Queen here?
Don't know, love, but that's the Duke's pennant there.
Island people. They come to Cowes unfurling jibs, spinnakers, and the old school tie. Away from water, they'll make a London park their sea. Make the London sky their playground. British roads always lead you to the sea in every direction. From Penzance in Cornwall far to the south, to Whitby in the north. Then clear on up to the shoals of Skye. And beyond to the headlands of the Hebrides. Those who live by the sea take their living from the sea. For Brenda and Gladys May, townsmen and tripper alike must have their fish and chips.
2 bits of cod, please, and 6 pence.
Penzance is Land's End, but it has no pirates now. Just salty work and hard days to break in half with a drop of something. Not just tea.
Pint of better, George? Aye, pint of the best.
Take any road, and it will take you to an English pub. Any road. Stop over. Keep your ears open for the music of British speech.
Did you see the headline on the front page?
Now, England will beat Argentina 2-1 on Saturday, and then they'll go for West Germany.
For the policeman was laughing when I came back again, for by me side was Dr. McIntyre. Oh, you can come and see the baby anytime you like to go. It's lying away, it's mommy in a wee white shawl, and it looks so neat and swanky like a dumpling in a hanky that we're going to call him William Angus Jamison Jock McCall.
Time, gentlemen, please. Time, thank you, gentlemen. Time, please. Drink up.
Take any road. To the green of a glade in Devon. To the shadow of a valley in Yorkshire or Wales. Take any road. 100 roads to 100 villages. From North Bevy to East Lynn, to South Pemberton, to Westward Ho. Take any road. Pause a bit. Relax by the lake called Windermere. Along rivers whose names you know as well as Main Street. Thames and Severn, Afton and Dee. The Avon. Avon River, Stratford town. In this small place, one man planted a flower that became a garden which blossomed into the very language we speak today. His name was Shakespeare. Hers was Anne Hathaway. He walked these streets. Thought here, wrote here. He still might write.
Oh, so light of foot will ne'er wear out the everlasting flint. What is she that all our swains commend her, whose beauty nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on? I'll tell the world, a dish.
He made words live forever, and people too. From Hamlet to Harry, crown uneasy on his head. His is not the only Britain, nor his people the only old friends you may meet on your way. There's Tom Brown, schoolboy, and Davy Copperfield, Lady Windermere, and Becky Sharp, and Tom Jones. Robin Hood, and Little John. And shrouded in the mist of time, a boy who pulled a sword from a stone and became King Arthur. And in your mind's ear, you can hear them speak from the pages.
I must go down to the seas again, to the lonely sea and the sky.
The highwayman came riding up to the old inn door.
Keep still, you little devil, or I'll cut your throat. Tell us your name, quick.
Pip! Pip, sir!
She bears on the reef. Now! Now! Light your beacon!
50 sovereign for you, 50 for me, and the rest for his lordship.
I'm late. Oh, bless my whiskers, I'm late.
Alice in Wonderland and Tom and Pip never really lived, but Britain does, and swings.
Ladies and gents, everything in the fair works by steam. Now don't be shy, have a try. What you lose on the roundabout, you gain on the swings. Roll up, roll up.
Mods and rockers and racers too. No telling what you'll meet on your road.
Missing something?
Started a ruddy race.
Follow any road today and come face to face with yesterday. For 300 years, they've been riding their boundaries in Langham on the Scottish border to see if the boundaries are still there. It's called the common riding. Don't tag along with the crowd. Find a border of your own and see if the heather still blooms. In an island with 1,800 years of history, centuries are milestones. Here once were Romans. Hadrian's legions built him this wall, cleaving Britannia clear across. On this side, civilization, the Roman Empire. On the other, tribal territory, untamed.
McGregor, MacDonald, McPherson, MacLeod, McKenna, McLaren, Mackenzie, Mackay, McIver, McEwen, McLaughlin, Monroe. What do you got in the thermos, John? Tea.
Boys under 12, come and collect your money. Meantime, can we have some girls, 16 and under? Can we have some more ladies, please? There's a beautiful young lady here with beautiful long hair. Yes, Jews, yes. Now, you must run after me, that. Come on, down you go.
Now, this is the most interesting of our Highland games. The object is to toss the caber so that it falls like the hands of a clock. That is, as close to high noon as possible. Now, that wasn't quite on. Now again. The contestant makes his run. There's his toss. And a perfect toss, McMoney, stout lad.
Drum of the Argyll and Sutherland are names of battles: Balaclava, Sevastopol, Lucknow, the Marne, the Somme and Mons, Malaya, Benghazi, El Alamein, the Rhine. This Britain, little body with a fighting heart, has castles strewn about like the bare bones of history. Not all haunted by war. Many still the Britain's home. Dunvegan has been lived in for 750 continuous years, and the chieftain of Clan MacLeod will welcome your visit.
It was here that your forefathers and mine ate and drank together, listened to pipes, great pipe music of the MacCrimmon.
And as with Dunvegan, so with Howard, Powys in Wales, Windsor and Warwick. People live here. And here too. When a man is tired of London, he is tired of life. Dr. Johnson said it long ago, and it is true today. Don't try to gobble London down in one quick guidebook gulp. Savor it. Sit where Dr. Johnson sat and spoke of his London. Relish his then, before you return to your now. Be a Londoner yourself. Trafalgar Square can be yours, as well as Lord Nelson's. And Kensington Gardens Sunday afternoon are yours as much as theirs. Do be a Londoner. Learn to break the day for tea. This London, so familiar, yet so strange a mixture of the snug and the spacious, of the bright present, of the gilded past. Their playground, the stable of Buckingham Palace. Their coach, Her Majesty the Queen's. Once upon a century, long ago, another queen went this way to the Tower of London. Her name was Anne Boleyn. His was Henry VIII. In London, the past is always present. The trick is to catch them both off guard.
Blimey, if it was you or me late for parade, we'd be for it. Not half we wouldn't.
A soldier's life is terrible hard. But in London, finding something to see, to do, to watch and wonder at is so easy. Just follow the parade. Join the sidewalk critics at an outdoor art show. Watch the sidewalks themselves on the Thames embankment.
All done by me own hand, ladies and gentlemen. All from memory by me own hand.
Cross to London's own left bank. Catch a Chelsea artist off her houseboat. Or see nature's own handiwork. Chelsea Gardens, brought to bloom by the greenest thumbs in the world. If it's flowers you've come to see, buy a program. People watching is free.
Why, Vicar, how nice of you to come.
My dear, your snapdragons won't do this year.
I'd have taken her first in roses if we hadn't let the head gardener go.
London. Her very pavements are like Britain's rivers. You've always known their names. Baker and Bond, Harley and Fleet, Oxford and Wimpole and Regent Street. But always when you see them, something new. Always something of yesterday, not wholly lost. Always that turn of the corner to the unexpected. Baker, Bond, Oxford, Fleet, no matter. You've always known this street.
First it was scourged by the plague. Then it was burned to the ground. And Sir Christopher came to the field of the fire and graced it with spire. A coronal cluster of steeples tall, and high over all the cross and the ball on the riding redoubtable dome of St. Paul.
The parade is always there to follow. You never know where it leads. Sometimes to a gilded then. Sometimes to a shiny now. Or, if you prefer, to treasure. At the flea market at Portobello.
What would be the price of this dark clothes? The price of this dark clothes?
This here?
Well, is this all together?
Oh, I like it.
Can you buy one?
No,
I love it. I want it.
And speaking of his master's voice,
A really good sheepdog isn't hard to train at all. The intelligence is there to start with.
The Britisher and his dog, inseparable. Be it blue ribbons in Hyde Park or back to work on the Yorkshire Moors.
Oh, sheep aren't stupid at all. I mean, you take winter time when the snow's coming. If you watch the sheep on the moor, they'll tell you 4 days before when it's going to snow. It's a continual effort because the sheep are just as wise as the dogs. They keep manoeuvring around the walls and coming back to the farm again.
Rough wool, soft tweed, burnished saddle leather. Britain is a variety of textures. Thatch and whitewash. Timbers and brick. A meadow green, mountain blue, mist gray fabric whose shuttle is the endless road. Any road. Wherever he is, the Briton will stop to take tea. You can go on. Choose your stops according to your taste. For all you know, Mr. Pickwick may have been there before you. What makes the fabric called Britain? Where is it to be found? Down beside the sea at Brighton? Or the sunny beach at Blackpool? Along the swinging promenade at Scarborough? Or where all roads eventually lead, London? So many Britons, so many roads. Which is the right one? Which is real? The answer is simple. Wherever you are is only hours away. Come and find your own.